Good evening, everyone, and welcome as we celebrate the 50th birthday of our dear and good friend, Gerry. Exactly, fitting applause for an outstanding person. I've had the pleasure of knowing Gerry now for 8 years, and our association began in business and has beautifully transformed into a wonderful and lasting friendship. And there's so much in Gerry that I appreciate. I appreciate his values of integrity, authenticity, respect, kindness, and loyalty. And I so honor in him something that we see so rarely these days, and that is that anytime I'm with him, and other people have said the same, that they feel that he's utterly present. When he engages with someone, he's utterly present and listens to them fully, carefully, compassionately. And you consider how many people today listen with that type of care, with that undivided attention. The other day, Gerry was also telling me that it's part of their family ritual now with his wife and 2 children, that when they have their family meeting, they offer each other random notes of appreciation. And I think if that is what he's doing within his family, certainly that's the model that he extends to his wider family, to all of us, on an ongoing basis. That kind of care, inclusivity, and generosity. I think the thing that I most admire in Gerry is the work that he courageously would do on himself. Here's a person who's continually examining his own behaviors, continually looking to his own worth and striving ever continually to improve his person. By far the hardest work, and an example, I think, for all of us of just outstanding character. So, without any further ado, the man of the hour of the day, Gerry.
Thank you, Peter. Breathe.
Happy birthday, Gerry!
Breathe. And smile. Breathe. And smile. Breathe and smile because life is good. Eh?
Yeah.
Life is good. Breathing and smiling. It's always good advice on a happy occasion or when you're giving a speech to breathe and smile, right? So I want to give you a little quote here, something that I wrote back in 2003. It's just before dawn on January 24th, 2012, my 50th birthday. I'm walking beside the ocean in the rhythm with the power of the waves. I look forward to the rest of today, my 50th birthday, and the big birthday party next Saturday. I will stand on that stage and say to my friends and family, life is good. We will eat and drink and dance in an atmosphere of joy and mutual love. Goals. We set goals in life, don't we? And here we are. So this stuff's coming true. So thank you all for being here. That was written in 2004. 2004 was a really big year for me. I turned 44. January of 2004 in particular was a big year. Turned 44, I had a hernia operation. I landed a large contract, and that was the year that I bought Sector Learning Solutions as well. So 2003 building up to it was interesting because it was a year of changes for me, and Jeffrey Wallace could speak to that. I'm looking for Jeffrey, there he is, about the story of how the business that we were in together in partnership with Jeffrey as the CEO went. There was some things that happened and I found myself unemployed for the first time in my life in 2003. And it was an adventure. It was the first time in my life I'd ever been unemployed. And I was given 2 books. The first book was something called The Power of Focus, and it was one of those books where it's like there's a chapter you read and then it's got exercises, and you know, we never do the exercises. You know? Yeah, unless this book's got exercises, this one. And But this one I did, and it was some really good stuff. It was actually the first personal self-help or growth book that I ever read. And I really got into it, and one of those things was like, okay, figure out what you want to do in life, figure out where you want to go, and talk to somebody who's been there. Define what success means for you, and start calling people up that epitomize that success. Take them out for lunch and ask their advice. I'm like, that's pretty a good idea. So I decided that what was important to me was people that had good health, good relationships in their family, and enough money. And so one of the people I took out was Jeff McLean, who's a realtor in town here. And we were talking, he gave me some great advice. He said, interesting, you're figuring out what your next move is there, Gerry. I happen to know this business school for sale. One of my clients is selling this company called Sector Business School. I went, oh, that's interesting. Yeah, well, I like training, I like that kind of stuff. And then that night, the second book that I was given around that time was Rich Dad's Cash Flow Quadrant. It was given to me by Sherry Pennington, who is here tonight. And as I was reading the book, Robert Kiyosaki, the author, talks about, you know what, it's okay to seek financial riches because it's good for your family, it's good for your community, it's good for your health, you can give back, all that kind of stuff. So I went, oh, okay, well maybe it's okay for me to set some goals around money as well. And then he went on to say that he got financially free in 8 years with a business school. And I went, oh, creepy. And then a few days later, I got a call, and these people wanted to hire me on a project developing a whole bunch of curriculum, big project. And I went, oh, okay. So I kind of looked at this and I said, it's meant to be. And I decided to proceed with the purchase of Sector Learning Solutions. So now it's late 2003. And I had no idea what was involved in buying a business or running one or marketing or management or pretty much anything. I was a babe in the woods. But what I did have was I had determination and a positive attitude and lots of great help. And so life is good and mentorship is good. I've been lucky to be graced with all these great teachers and mentors throughout my life. And so I want to just mention a few here because I can't mention the entire list. It's too long. But I'll start with Maurice Lagacé, who's standing behind the camera there, who's an old friend of mine and is now the general manager at Sector Learning Solutions and has been largely responsible for arranging this party. I'd also like to mention all the staff at Sector who've also been largely involved in arranging this party and are just a fantastic group. My business coach, Brent Hammond, who's here, and I can highly recommend him as a coach. My amazing immediate family, Elizabeth, Zoe, and Aaron, are here. They are awesome. This is there's Aaron flexing in the back. And Peter McCoppin, who just was kind enough to introduce me tonight. Thank you, Peter. He's been a friend, a teacher, a coach, and a shoulder to cry on for quite a while now. I'll mention my advisory board. It's been a fantastic group of people. Christopher Humble, Maurice Lagacé, Gary Gustafson, Doug Lang, and James McKenzie have helped me immeasurably in the success that Sector has enjoyed. What an amazing group of kind, intelligent people that kept me accountable and gave me guidance, gave me good advice, and wonderful things. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention the Greater Victoria Chamber of Commerce, of which there are quite a few representatives here, and great organization. And I served on the board of the GVCC for 3 years and learned so much and made so many great connections. So great, great people. So learning is good. Here's another quote. This is from my personal mission statement. My life is about learning. By learning as I go, I find ways to improve myself. I embrace challenges as learning opportunities. I constantly read educational books, take courses, pursue mentors in all aspects of life. By teaching and listening, I learn magic and wisdom every day. It's funny, you write this stuff years ago and you look back and go, cool. I wrote that? So I work on myself because work is good. And the Living from Truth course is one course I've done. It's been fantastic. So some of my good friends from Living from Truth are here as well. Some of the best people that I know. And that's saying something because I know some amazing people here. Now, one of the biggest learnings, and I call it my streetwise MBA, was running Sector, the purchase and the operation of a business was something, as I said, I knew nothing. It's quite a journey. And I've read that successful entrepreneurs have several failures in their history. So I'm hoping that when I first bought Sector, decided that I was going to train seniors on how to use the intranet and get rich on that. I hope that counts as one of the failures. And I hope that it counts also in 2008 when the BC government stopped spending and I had to lay off pretty much my entire staff, which is really hard. But now Sector is doing very, very well, and we're really on a roll with Maurice's help and some of the fantastic people that are in the room here. They're clients, friends, contractors, instructors. We've got a real great contingent of Sector people here tonight. We're focused on curriculum development projects. We're getting bigger and bigger projects and doing lots and lots of SharePoint work, building SharePoint sites and training people. And we're making money and feeling good about it because money is good. Now, underpinning it all, which makes that the money is good, is our purpose statement in Sector, which is that we build human capability. We build human capability to create positive change in organizations and the world. You know, you got to feel good about an organization that does that. You feel good about it. Yeah. Thank you. And positive change is good. So, at Sector, we have purposeful work. We have goals, and when you set goals and work towards them, it does feel good when you achieve them, like standing here right now. And my goals are balanced around health, wealth, and love. Many of you have heard me say that before, health, wealth, and love. You can do this, Mark. Yes, Gerry. Heard that many times. Health-wise, I'm more physically fit and healthy than I have been probably since my 20s. Again, thanks a lot to Brent. Did you work out this week, Gerry? You know, business coach that does a holistic thing is really amazing. Wealth, we're still working on the wealth thing, but we're doing fine, and I've got everything I need, so no complaints there. And I have what money can't buy. And I have it in great quantity. And I have it in the room tonight. No, Aaron, I'm not talking about birthday cake. Of course, I'm talking about love. So I'm surrounded by love. And that's what I see you. Thank you, my love. I'm surrounded by friends, staff, and family that care about each other, care about doing their best to make the world a better place. I have the most supportive and beautiful family that anybody could imagine, including my mom and my brother. My brother Les, who couldn't be here, shares a birthday with me. He's in Nanaimo. And my two great kids, Aaron and Zoe, that are here. And they're wise beyond their years, as you'll probably notice. You probably can't guess their ages because of that. And of course, my silly, beautiful, kind, and generous wife, Elizabeth. To the bride! Oh, sorry, no, that's a different party. That was a good one, too. Hey, who here was at our wedding? Yeah, that was a good party. All right, so, yeah, sorry, I'm back now. Seriously, thank you, Elizabeth. You are very, very special. Finally, and still on the subject of love, thank you all for being here to share this evening with me and with each other. It means a lot to me that you chose to be here. It means a lot to me that you're part of my family, as Peter said, my wider family, my circle of friends and folks. Because Sector is good, and life is good, and tonight is going to be a good night. So thank you all very much for being here, and enjoy yourselves.